Hi, hello, and welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene, Priestess of Bliss. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transiting moon in Aquarius. It's going to be for the days mostly the 24th through the 27th, give or take half a day, depending on where you are in the world. Okay, and with the sun rising every day in Libra, especially between the days of September 4th through 7th, 2023, and a transiting moon in Aquarius, we're going to have a fifth house event. So it's going to be insights, maybe some intuitive or spiritual gifts around our direct desires, passions, motivations, and respect to our heart's desires. Okay. Soul's ambitions. It's the love that we give ourselves and others. Fifth house, there's a lot of generative energy. It tells you about speculative sports, speculative gambling. It tells you about the karma you were born with in terms of good karma. It tells you about the propagation of children, not quite lovemaking, but literally where you plant your seed, whether it be a generative idea, a business idea, etc., or an actual offspring. Okay. And again, like I said, the fifth house is where the love that we give ourselves and others. There's some clarity that we have right now, a way that we're coming out to play. We'll be deliberating the findings from the Night Sun Tarot. Okay. And the Empresses come out here. So with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So there's some energy here about setting boundaries. We know what we are. We know what we're about. And see, I just heard a quote recently. It rang true for me. You know, if there's no way for the life of your dreams to come to you if you're holding space for things that aren't for you, meaning typically people, if there's holes up in your life that shouldn't be there, you're not going to get what you want to get. And this is what it is, how it be. So this is Venus in Aquarius. We're talking about Aquarius right now. We also have Venus here, like Chiche, the Empress. It can be the Moon, Saturn, or Venus in with the Empress specifically, not the Star, not the Justice, not the Strength card. It would be in the first, second, third house, or the signs of Aries, Taurus, or Gemini. Okay, but to a lesser degree, this means generally Venus. Okay, so somebody may have their Venus in Aquarius here, Venus in the fifth house, Venus in the 11th house. Okay, is what I'm getting. Well, let's see what this is. It's going to come out with the Tower. It's going to tell us something. Because I'm hearing being punished for our beauty. There's something that we have, we on and popping in some kind of way. It would be. So when we go out to the world, I think the world reaches up, rises up to assist us, to help us, to collaborate with us, maybe co-create, cooperate with us in some way, shape, some form. So this is a tax on our beauty. Somebody may with this five, it would be a common as petty as basic as hoe, but all the same, it would be somebody doing magic, whatever, what have you, has some intention, speaking things into existence, utilizing their wisdom to create some kind of situation of attacking a beauty. So our beauty, a beauty, okay, whatever, what have you. So it can just be gossip, malice, slander, really, with the Five of Swords. It can also be, some kind of spiritual manipulation, some kind of energy projection in some kind of way. And then when you see the five, it means a common ass, basic ass hoe. Okay, somebody that can't write this right because they ain't this tall, whatever, what have you. Like I said, I'm gonna be saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it. So you heard me. All right. So what it is, how it is. If a hoe don't like your standards, is what it is. Okay. That means they don't meet our standards. If a hoe thinks we're too much, it means they're not enough. Okay. So somebody here's coming up lacking, barrel of bottom of basic. Okay. Common as boring, petty. Okay. That's what that be. Especially on top of especially when this is what it is. Okay, had to get the chicken neck out, had to be the Jerry Springer right there. Okay, so somebody isn't up to snuff, they don't make the cut, that's what it is, what it be. Okay, Five of Swords in a cup. So they want in, they want to be all lovey-dovey, yitty gitty, whatever, what have you. Don't doesn't always mean happily ever after. It means they want in our group, they want to be esteemed, they want to carry the name, the weight, the prestige of what we are, what we got. They might also want to use our soul as a vehicle to access the divine, or use our name as a vehicle to access some kind of wealth, fortune, abundance, whatever, what have you. Two of Swords. They're of an opposing mind. Over the last month or so, they've been a gold digger in some kind of way. Now, let me back it up. If it ain't no hoe out there up in the world, whatever, what have you, okay, let me just tell you how that energy works. Energy can become an entity, an enemy, an ideology. So internally, it would be the ideology. In the spiritual, it would be the entity. In the physical, some other hoe external to us would be an enemy. Okay, so it may be that we have to weigh up two different opposing things to see things from multitudes of different ways. We might need to deal with the good and the bad, not tolerate, not invite in, not hold space for, but as it comes towards us, to be able to recognize it and see it, and to be able to make judgments, knowing that there's two sides of the story. Okay, because this is Libra, and I've been getting Libra energy and Venus. Okay, well, duh. Look at that. Okay, so Venus also does rule Libra as well as Taurus. So this is Venus in Taurus. This is Venus in Libra. Now this is Venus in the first, second, third house. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. This is Venus in the seventh, eighth, ninth house. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, so we got some Venus in Libra. Okay. Also the moon up in Libra. Okay, I keep getting second house of you. When you got this little second house Libra-ish energy, whatever, it would mean Leo rising. Okay, so somebody large and in charge, they think they're the baddie, the thotty, and they ain't no nothing. Okay, that's just something that's I'm getting pulling through, coming through. So what is this message telling us, though? Is that we're being prepared to receive. We have found our self-worth and value. We've aligned with it. So we keep tweaking from this place of self-worth and value, meaning we ain't getting off no throne. We ain't losing no energy. We ain't losing no juice, no mojo. We got that bag. We keeping that bag. We sitting on the throne, and that's what's up. Somebody seems to believe otherwise. They want to get us to believe that our mind is warped, but their reality is warped. They're smoking some crack. They're on some delulu, okay? They loked out on some mess because they think that they can oppose us with their little mind, with their little ego. They can ruminate and oscillate and vacillate in hatred and stupidity, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. You know, best of luck with that whole, whatever that little mishigash is, that little ugga bugger, that little nasty ass stank, okay? And wishing on a star, we're the prize. And they fumbled us in some kind of way, some kind of shape, some kind of form. And now they want to be like, la-di-da, yada, yada. I'm all wounded and whiny because I can't come correct. I'm out of alignment. Okay, no. I don't know what I'm getting. I don't like it. They're mired in conflict, mired in pain, dealing with mental pain. So they're loked out. They're delulu. Okay, that's just what that be. It is unfortunate. It's unpleasant to say. It's an unpopular position to take to say this, but that's what it is. Okay, most hosts see us going about our day, being about our business, living our life. Okay, and they have something up in their little mind, whatever that is. It's a, you know, it's a hosting ground for delusional little demons that plague and terrorize a person, rip them off their own throne, rip them out of their own spiritual abundance, rip them off their own sacred calling and spiritual path, because they see something that they ain't got, because they see something that they ain't. That's just what that be. Okay, if a hoe be out there, us, if we be out there manifesting, it's because we possess qualities and characteristics that they do not. And we're willing to do what they will not so that we will have what they will never. And that's just what that is. And, you know, they're already forgiven, whatever, what have you. You want to be downright dogged, dirty, and stupid, be that hoe. Enjoy. Okay? Best of luck. Peace be upon you. You know, you've already forgiven, but, you know, access denied. So this is where we got to hold and fix our mind. This psychic ability and this truth here, okay, a lot of hoes gonna bounce up off us. Okay, they're gonna get flicked away. Okay, you know, when you turn the light on in the dark room, the roaches and the rats run back to the corner. The ratas and la cucarachas run back to the corner. People don't like to hear that. They like to think that they're valuable and they're worthwhile and whatever, but they don't do no work on themselves. They can't show up correctly. They can't honestly confront who they are inside. And they think that there's some lovely, but they ain't no nothing. They're garbage because their soul is stank. That's why they're not receiving blessings. Even if you're cursed and you fell out of some uterus with a bunch of curses through the generations, you still get a little something. Unless you dumb, deaf, blind, and stupid. And you don't listen, you can't learn no nothing because you think you know everything, and then you just get effed. You get cursed, you get fucked. That's what that is what that be. Let's get right down to it. All this little mishigosh, all this little uckery, all this little, oh, I'm jealous, I la 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 la, I got my little ego, I got my little opinion because you on and popping and I ain't know nothing. Why don't you say that, ho? You ain't nothing because you ain't know nothing. That's what that be. And everybody wants it to be anything other than what it is. So we're in a playground. We're going out into a world where everybody's an enemy. And I don't like those thoughts. I don't like that concept and idea. I don't like that standpoint. I don't like that stance. I really do not, because going out in the world thinking the world is against you, that's setting yourself up for failure. Because what you look for in life, you will find. So if you're looking for enemies, you're going to find one. Okay, so we got to switch it. We got to flip the script this a little bit, right? Because if we're going out there into the world and nobody ain't know nothing. That's what that is, okay? I'm going to say it. Nobody ain't know nothing. Okay, this little world that we're playing in, everybody is losing their soul and they're willfully giving it away because they're stuck on stupid. They want to be a friend of the world. They want to get all this little prestige. They want to worship these little false idols. They don't got no God. They ain't got no idea of what the divinity alive in them is. So that means they're wiping their ass with it every day. And they're defiling their spirit. They're defiling their soul. They're dishonoring and disrespecting the gifts on their life, the calling on their soul. And they want to play with us. That means they expect us to be dumb, deaf, blind, and stupid. And then they're going to say, oh, you're difficult. You're too much. Okay, if I'm too much, you're not enough, ho. You don't know? If I'm too difficult, it means because you can't play with me. Welcome to class. So hear from your mama, hear from your priestess. Go tell that to your little, not your friends. They're not your friends, baby. They're not your friends. And that's the thing with the fifth house, though. Like, the fifth house is about fun and joy, deceit. They're patiently waiting to deceive. That's I know I look like I'm frothing and foaming up at the mouth like a rabid dog with rabies or whatever. But listen, we're about to have a world of grief coming soon because there's going to be a mass exodus. A lot of souls going to be departing, I hate to say. In addition, let's focus on what I'm about to say, is people filter themselves out because we're going to raise the standard in our life. We're going to raise the quality of our life. We're going to increase the vibration of our life, and people are going to get repelled. And of course, you know, we're bright lights, and we're going to attract those cucarachas, those ratas. You know, we are the flame that the moths are attracted to. Okay, but why ho gotta be a dumb bitch? I'm just gonna say it like that. It's unfortunate. What is a bitch different than a bastard? Let me talk about it for a moment. Bitches are witches. It's somebody who's trying to get you to their way of life, their way of being according to some emotional vibration. So they're attacking you because their heart chakra is off and out of alignment. Versus a bastard, they're attacking you because their mind not right. So bitches come from the heart chakra, regardless of their genitalia. Okay, because some dudes be straight up bitches. They might as well grow a vagina. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, they're a bitch. They're a pussy ass, pantsy ass little punk. That's what that is. Okay, and some hoes be bastards. I mean, downright dogged and dirty, and not the kind of vengeful kind. Just the gall, the cojones, right? The audacity. That's a bastard. Some of the most wicked things that you will see ain't coming from no bitch. I'm just gonna say it. Excuse my language. You're welcome. It's bastardly. It means it's nearly an abomination how much they could defile reality, how much they could, you know, find the little loopholes and skew the facts to fit their little warped reality. That's what I'm getting. I hope we find some new, better energy. Okay, but see, we are promised the eternal kingdom. 10 of Cups is heaven. It's all, you know, upon the earth is happily ever after and la-di-da and yada yada, but we're being prepared for heaven. Page of Pentacles, any page, you're being prepared for the thing of that suit. So we're being prepared to receive our spiritual inheritance. And listen, like hoes be hoes. A hoes gonna do what hoes gonna do. You know, sometimes you don't know, like a child doesn't know, like, don't put your hand on the stove, you know, don't stick your fingers in the electric socket, you know, don't run across the street. They got to learn, right? Demons got to learn too. But see, the thing is, the reason why they're still demons is because they still have supply. They need to starve. Treat them like a cancer. Do not feed those cancer cells. Starve them. Starve them. When there's nothing for them, they're either going to flush themselves out, eliminate them, or they're going to have some kind of, you know, I'm hearing the word autophagy. It doesn't quite fit to what I'm saying, but their body's going to need to learn some other resource. That you can't always use carbohydrates. Sometimes you got to burn fat, called ketosis. Sometimes you need to look at something else that's been there all along and find value in that too. Okay, so this little one-track mind, this little vengeful ass spirit, I don't know what that's about, ho. That's a no. Let me tell you and your mama, that's a no. Okay, because us, the little exceptions watching this video, we can't be about this ish. And see, we were the dumbasses, little sitting there co-signing this BS, whatever that was, you know, kicking the ball down the road, thinking we could fix it or call it out at another time, at a later time. No. You know, peace be upon these weak souls. Peace be upon these dark souls that have lost they're fallen, almost forsaken. And the reason be because they don't have the strength to rise up and get some. They don't have the strength to stand in the light. When they stand near the truth, it destroys something inside. It disturbs them to their very core. And they don't have the cojones to be on and popping, to be upright and upstanding, but they have the cojones, the audacity to do these devilish, evil ass things. And they wonder why la-di-da, and they wonder why yada yada, and they quabble and quibble and yell and yodel and whatever and what have you. Because they ain't getting what they want, but they ain't doing what they need to do to get something. Because they ain't know nothing. That's what that is. That's what that be. At the end of the day, we got to get right down to it. You want the life, you get with it. You want better, you be better. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. You don't sit there, pillage and plunder and expect to keep your spoils. Karma's gonna get that ass. You don't know? Ho? You don't know? We have some little cowgirl, some little cucaracha who wants to infiltrate and separate, who thinks she's the baddie, the thotty, the business of whatever, the what have you. What she is delusional, loked out. Queen of Wands, I love me a Queen of Wands. My mama was a Queen of Wands, Leo Moon. Here's the deal. People will walk all over my mama. It didn't go very far. It didn't go very far at all. But they'd try and they would perceive whatever, and then they'd F around and find out. Right? And that's just the thing, like, when you don't have a good Queen of Wands, like I just told you, like I don't mind a Queen of Wands if you really do have a moon that's in a fire sign, and you really do have a moon that's in the first, fifth, or ninth house. That's okay. But when you just this little trifling ass, treacherous ass hoe, this little sneaky, sideways, little seditious bitch, there's a problem, a big one. And the problem is you. You stink. You nasty. You musty, rusty, dusty, crusty. I don't mean to be so, I know it feels like I'm coming at you hard. It's just the truth, baby. A lot of hosts can't stand it, so you can go. That's fine. For those who are still here, welcome to class. A lot of times we get enthralled in these circumstances and situations because the fifth house Aquarius, it means we're going to play. This is the environment surrounding location that we're going to play. With the Aquarius energy, it's supposed to be galactic, sovereign, celestial citizenry. It's supposed to be the bigger, the brighter, and the best of the bunch. Aquarius, period, point blank. You don't know? Let me tell you. This is what it is, how it is. When you're dealing with Aquarius energy, it's supposed to be future pacing. It's supposed to be what the future looks like. It's supposed to be the bigger, brighter, and better than we are right now. It's like these hoes that sit there and fight their children, get jealous of their children, get jealous of the next generation coming up, pulling up. You don't think you want to die knowing that the next generation is going to be doing better than you. You don't think you want to know that your children are getting further than you got. If you're a mentor, if you're a teacher, if you're an elder, if you're a guide, you don't want the next generation, the progeny, the protege to be doing better than you. Why you got to compete? Why you got to do these sneaky ass, seditious ass little treacherous things? I don't get it. Do you get it? If you find some justification in demeaning other people to find meaning in your life, you ain't know nothing. You ain't shit. All right? So that's just what that is. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm going to say. Because we're going out to play with people that are delulu. All right? We got to walk away from this betrayal. It seems like the simple thing is this is the divorce. We need to divorce ourselves. Let me just show you, baby. Okay, because I can't make this up. Okay. What is said here is perceive your options in divorce. And that's the simple ass truth. Okay, it's the truth. Because we're walking away from betrayal. Okay, and we got that path to walk. We got to walk through that gate, and these hoes can't come with us. Is what I'm getting, because our little perceived prolonged, our little perceived enduring compassion is really prolonged tolerance. And see, when you tolerate, you're actually enabling. I can have tolerance for different views. I can have tolerance for different people. Like, there's lots of things going on in society that I don't like. Most of them are spiritual. I don't have a preference about life unless God told me so. That's what that is. See, overcoming adversity. And this is all paths. Path. Going somewhere. So, like I'm telling you, listen to mama, listen to your priestess. We're about to be on and popping. We're about to be out. Okay. Bluebird, this is a message from the divine. Listen up. We're about to be going on out there up into some environments around these locations where there's people there that don't make the cut. And they're going to feel some kind of way, and they're going to be sneaky and deceptive, cunning, baffling, and deceptive in how they approach us. We're not going to see the nasty, the ugga booger right away. What will make the decision for us? 2 of swords, 5 of swords. What will make the decision for us? What will divide the wheat from the chaff? What will separate truth from illusion is having standards and boundaries. Listen to me. What will divide the people out that don't need to be there, that don't need to be around us, that don't need to be on and popping with us, will be our standards and boundaries. So when we say who we are, when we say what we're about, when we say what works for us and what doesn't work for us, and somebody tries to gaslight us or manipulate us into being anything other than what we are authentically, that is a sign it's time to go, or to let them go. They can go. Okay. Now let's see if this gets a little better, because I don't need to shout. But that needed to be addressed. You're welcome. Yeah, see? And now we get better. The star card. So like I was talking about the Empress, first, second, third house. The star card is 10th, 11th, 12th house. This is actually Venus exalted in Pisces. But it can just be Venus in Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. Or it could be Venus in the 10th, 11th, 12th house. So now they're seeing that we something, because now we've had all 4 of the mama, the paths of the great mother. The left-hand path, we had the Empress, we had Hathor or Ocean, we had the Justice card, which is Ma'at or Oya, we had the Strength card, which is Sekhmet or Dazoji Sakwata, and now we have Mami Wata Isis, Inanna. Okay, so we got that. So when you have these 2 cards together, this is our soul desires and our heart's ambitions. Okay, somebody trying to repress us, suppress us in some kind of way, because we have a big, bright, bold future, and they ain't know nothing, they ain't shit, and they ain't getting no nothing, and they're trying to fight us. They're trying to. We need to hold our ground, defend our position, because this is the dark night of the soul for most people. Seeing us rise, seeing us ascend, seeing us on and popping is going to make a whole lot of little itches feel some kind of way. And you know what, baby? That ain't our fault. That ain't our problem. But there is an attack here. Somebody doesn't want us to be on and popping. And we have a double Mars. Okay, what a little... okay, no hope, no. Yeah, see, obfuscation. We're going through an initiation. We're ready. We're finally ready. Messiah, yeah. So somebody's feeling bad because they were denied. And this is who they are, what they're about. They have this maladaptive, pathological, perfunctory. This is their modus operandi. They do the same thing over and over and over again, like a loca, expecting different results, the Lulu, thinking that something's going to be anything other than what it is. And they try to project their little whatever, what have you, don't care, don't want to know, onto others, including ourselves, expecting it to be whatever. And then they have this little messiah complex. They want to exact some type of appreciation, exact some type of praise, exact some type of reward because they did one little thing. You don't get a cookie for wiping your asshole, don't you know? You don't get a brownie point because you flush the toilet. Shit, that's where the shit goes, down the shitter, down the toilet. You don't get a cookie for doing things you should be doing already. What do? You raise up the next generation. You should receive a thank you, but you don't get a cookie for that. What you do is get popped in the mouth if you don't do that. And of course, who doesn't want a little bit of appreciation, acknowledgement, affirmation, whatever? But I don't. I want to be left alone. But that's I'm a rare breed. Okay. Most hoes need, like, what is that? Humans need connection and validation or whatever. Okay. But you don't give it to the devil. You starve it out like a bad cancer, because if you feed it, it will eat you. That's just what I'm getting. This took a turn. That escalated quickly. Because they're trying to obfuscate. So they don't want us to know what's up, but they know what's up. And they think if they push us out of the way, they'll get what we got coming to us. If the devil steals a blessing from a divine child, it gets cursed when it reaches his hand. And I'm talking about the devil's agents. I'm hearing that song, Stormy Weather. See, God and the Goddess. God and the Goddess. Okay. So, lover. Okay, so this is a sabotaging little asshole. She's a vengeful spirit. Because here's the deal. You know, people get denied. They get told no. They feel some kind of way. They want some kind of way. But that means they got a narrative. Okay. I'm just going to say it. That means they got a narrative. We are the solution to their little problem. Instead of asking for help, asking for support, asking for collaboration, co-creation, cooperation, they want to manipulate. They want to finagle. They want to matriculate. They want to, introduce in their nasty. They want us to catch their stupid little demonic cooties. They want us to drink their Kool-Aid, to be stuck on stupid like they are. I know misery loves company, but honey, let me just tell you, you're never going to find a hater doing better than, we're never going to find a hater doing better than we're doing. A blessed bitch ain't worrying about a miserable bitch. I'm just going to say it like that. A millionaire is never going to laugh at another person, a peasant, for starting a business. A person who's a bodybuilder is never going to laugh at some little weak and meek, twig, skinny nerd for starting to work out. A person who's a real estate mogul who has 1,000 doors, 3,000 doors in their portfolio is never going to laugh at little Sally and Tom who still have a 9-to-5 W-2 job who bought their first investment property. It's the low blow, bottom of the barrel, ain't doing no nothing, ain't got no nothing hoe who's going to be laughing and dogging and making fun of another hoe for trying to get up out the barrel. So if the hoes be complaining and clack-a-lacking or whatever, what have you, it means they ain't shit. Because a real one is going to fuck with you. They're going to be like, I see what you do, Queen. I see you rising up, Queen. Let me know how I can support you. Let me know what kind of juice you drinking. Maybe I want some of that too. Where'd you find your leads? Where'd you find your investment opportunities? Where'd you find where's your mastermind circle? Who's your teacher? Who's your mentor? Who's your elder? Who's your guide? Take me to your leader. Nah, you ain't shit. Light dispels darkness. Speak truth to inane nonsense. In addition, all you have to do ain't go around popping up at the mouth. Don't revenge. Ignore it. Why? Because your life itself will be an example worth following. When we show up into the space, the truth will announce itself. And if it doesn't, don't worry about it, because it's better to use attraction than it is to use promotion. And we got to go around running our mouth, telling obvious things to stupid people who can't even recognize. If I slap them across the face, we're wasting our time. That's what that is. That's what that be. So it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Too much little Mars energy. I'm not liking this. This is an attack. Mars. Okay, but they're Delulu. Here's what I'm getting. Let me fast forward. Okay, follow that script to the end. Play that track out to the end. Okay, it's laundry and hair day, so please forgive me. I didn't even handle up on my ish. Okay. We got our straggler. All right. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. But let's try one more time. Okay, so here's the deal. These people have some kind of, I don't know, sickness, illness in their soul. That's fine. People need healing. And that's the thing about us. We're empaths. We want to love on everybody. I got that problem. You know, we want to take everybody with us where we're going. That's why we ain't got there yet. And I can keep going, but you hear the point, right? See, Five of Cups is a sad little story. You got this Five of Swords here. You got this little Five of Cups here. It means these people are undesirable. They're swamp hoes. It's unfortunate to say, but we got to get to the next step here. And unfortunately, we got to go through this one to get there. And I don't take pride and pleasure in call it out mess like this, because we're not in an environment or location where the truth is welcome. You know, you're too authentic, you too truthful, you too secure in yourself, you're going to have a lot of haters. Confirmation. Doesn't that suck? So, first of all, if this is not us, because with us, it could mean that we need to accept defeat. Some hoes are going to try to betray us. They're a liar. Mentirosa. Okay, that's just what that is. They're a liar. I just got to tell you what it is, how it is, what it looks like. Some hoes be like that. Mentirosa. A little thieving itch. So they have this fire in their soul which makes them vengeful and malicious, nasty. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. When somebody in their energy is just stank, they nasty. And I'm not talking about like gross and grotesque. I'm talking about like there's something in them that makes them intolerable, and you know what I mean? Like some people are just, it's like pre-evil. Like something about them is just nasty. Like it's not about how they smell, how they look, it's how they come off and come across. They don't have kindness in them. They don't have love inside. There's nothing sweet and tender in their soul. There's nothing that's nourished them in a long time. They're like a vapid, basilisk, vacant wasteland. Okay, that's the kind of person that I'm talking about. Do you understand? That's the kind of soul I'm defining and describing for us right now. You hear me? So the Five of Cups, when it comes from another person, it means that they are manifesting their worst fear. So they see somebody, instead of getting inspired, they feel defeated. Because you know the little story of the Five of Cups, right? A hoe is going to worry about the three little cups of spilled milk right there in front of them on the ground, but they turn around and there's two full cups behind them. There's the story of a fly who gets caught in a trap because he's trying to enter a room, and every little step of the way there's an obstacle on top of obstacle after obstacle, wrapped in obstacles, surrounded by obstacles, right? But if he just turned around, there's freedom right there, an open door and a free sailing. but he can't turn around because he's so entrapped in whatever little mishigash his mind is telling him. Mishigash is like another, it's the Yiddish word for lie, like mentirosa. Okay? Foolishness, lying to yourself, fooling yourself. Okay? These people have fooled themselves, and we need to let them because it's part of their karma. We can't save everybody. And you know what? We can, but we shouldn't because some people don't want to be saved. In order to heal a person, they need to want to stop intaking whatever poison harmed them. We can detox a hoe all we want. We can tell them the truth all we want. But if they still want to be stuck on stupid, that's what they're going to be at the end of the day. It's stupid. And there's a difference between stupid and dumb. Dumb means unintelligent. Stupid means hard-headed, inane, unteachable, uncoachable, because they don't want to learn because they think they know everything, so they can't be taught, know nothing. All right? Mama had to come hard today, so why don't we find another way to be a little bit kinder? All right. Let's pull out the Vila Sabira Daily Oracle here. Okay. Yeah, so they're Delulu. Look at them. Okay, they're sitting there, pie in the sky, waxing philosophically about what they could be, what they could have. With that lechereta there, no. Amante lechereta, this is a delusional person. They're okay, I keep hearing that. I'm gonna use it. Vacant, vapid, bacillus vein. Oh, burns. I wish that was an original. Oh my. You know, my guys are awesome, but they mean. No, really, they're black. You know them, there's some black mamas from the past, the ancestors. Okay, because they are deluded, because look what's next. It's gonna suddenly shift, gonna suddenly change. You know, Iliadro is when like things change suddenly and it's usually a loss. It's like something sneaks through the window and steals your life. Something sneaks in. So, you know, when you let nasty up into your life, things go missing. I ain't talking about your CD player, your DVD player. I ain't talking about your kitchen, your fridge, your cash money dollar bills. I'm talking about your peace, your joy, your happiness, your contentment. Those are the things that get up and walk when you let nasty up into your life. And that's what this is talking about. And this is the message to you. Okay? Just so you know. And let me just be quiet and do this work, okay? Let's carry this little sword to the end. See where it takes us. Yeah, so get with that, because that's what it be. When you can see that very clearly, the world is your oyster. When you can be unaffected by the mishigash and the dis of the audacity of these wicked and evil and sick in their soul hoes, that's when we on and popping. Okay. So let's take this road out of here. Wait. Wrong card. All right, so we're actually done. Let's see what the end result is. Yeah, La Nimica. Il Nimica. So the thing about the Il Nimica versus La Nimica is one is an adversary, an opponent, a competitor, adversarial. The other one is oppositional. And you've let her in your life so she knows things about you that can hurt you. One person is looking to compete with you, the other person is looking to hurt and to harm. And that's the self. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords right here, right there, with the Queen of Hearts. So here's us, all nice and lovely, and here's this little hoe, all mean and nasty. Look at her with a snake up in her hand and a little mask. Mentirosa, two-faced. Poser. Okay. So that's what that is. That's what that be. It's unfortunate, but that's where we are with things. So we need to get on to the next, which means deal with reality. All right, but let me say a prayer for us, because that was some nasty. You know, gracias, Señor Papadillo. Thank you for your love and benevolence. Thank you for your love and your enlightenment. Thank you for your love and your illumination and enumeration of this immoderate ass nasty. Whatever this is, whatever this be, we don't need to know. Just take it away from us. Take it away from here. Please take out the garbage, Papa. Great Papa Dio. Gracias, Señor. Thank you for healing us. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for educating, informing, and instructing us. Okay? I rebuke this energy. I rebuke this hoe in the name of Jesus. In the name of our day, hello, may the alligator come and take her to her judgment. Whatever it be, however it be, we'll leave it up to you, Papa Dio. Father God, we'll leave it up to you. If the hoe can't learn, that's on you, boo. Okay? It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you all. Of course, if I said anything that resonates deeply with your spirit, deeply with your soul, get at me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Okay? And this is for you. Let's go ahead and just smudge that out. It is over. Whatever the little this Niguan hampa Niguan work, they just can't touch me. Can't touch me. They really can't. They tried the hardest. It didn't go nowhere. They showed that. They showed out. They showed their ass. It didn't do nothing. And that's just the thing. They're never gonna learn because they have to exist on something, and it's the audacity is what they're existing on. You can't break somebody you didn't build. Okay, that's just what it is. And somebody thinks that by suppressing us and making us less than, it's gonna make them feel better, but that's because they're intimidated. The real reality of the situation is, ho, move out the way. You can't take this heat. If I'm too much, it's because you're not enough. If I'm extra, it's because you're not anything. If I'm too difficult, it means because you can't play with me. And you don't like my standards because you don't meet them. Whatever else, however else, whatever have you, it was garbage. It's garbage. In reality, we have peace and purity here. Innocence is what these two cards mean. And heaven on earth. And it's a wrap. Il mondo. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. This is Adi Shakti. Sati Devi. It's a wrap. All four goddesses come out. Narishmima, Sekhmet, the strength card. Ma'at, Sati Devi, the justice card. Hathor, Oshun Lakshmi Devi, the empress. What else do we have? Isis, Inanna, here. Mamiwata, here. And then Adi Shakti, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Bye. Listen, I love y'all. Take good care of yourselves. Pray for us, though. We got to get away from this nasty energy. I'm not using that as an excuse to justify anything. If I was too toxic for you, just unsubscribe. It needed to be addressed, and I have no problem doing it. It's not a pleasant experience for either of us, me or you. Okay? But if I see something, I got to come for something because my job is to take out the trash, is to make way for the next. Okay, and I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't tell you what was up. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here for you to understand me. And I don't care if we're in agreement as long as we have an understanding. Okay, take good care. Peace be upon you. Bye-bye.